Hey y'all! So it's Friday today, so I decided to do a get ready with me on Friday. So first I'm going to apply some of this eye cream. I bought this a while back from Ulta, I think, and it's the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. I'm not even sure if this cream even does anything for me, but seeing as I did pay for it, I just want to use it up, because if not, I feel like that would be such a waste of money and product. But I definitely don't feel like this product is very moisturizing. I mean, it might be doing something and I'm not aware of it, but as far as moisturizing my under eyes, it really doesn't do much for me. So next I am going to be going in with an eye cream that is very moisturizing. I've had this for a really long time and I use it often, and I still have tons of product left. This is from a company called Made from Earth, and this is the Chamomile Eye Therapy, and I really just like the formula because it's super moisturizing. So I'm just going to apply that all over my eyes. Next, I'm going to spray my face with some of my Skin Diva Rose Water. So while that's sinking in, I'm going to tell you that I'm going in with another Skin Diva product, and this is hyaluronic acid, and it's an anti-wrinkle skin matrix repair serum. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to my face and let these products absorb as I do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to do my foundation. So the next thing I'm going to do is take some of this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to put it on my upper lid just to cover up some of the darkness on my eyelids and my inner corners. Now I'm going to go in with some of this primer from GIS Cosmetics. This can be used as an eyeshadow primer or even a lip primer. I really like this primer because I feel like it works really good in general as a primer, but I also love how it brightens my lid. So I'm going to be picking up some of these light shades here just as an eyeshadow base. This is from the Urban Decay's Naked Basics palette, and I'm just going to be applying the shade WOS and mixing it a little with Foxy, which is these two colors right here. And I'm just going to pat that on with a flat brush, just as a starter shade. So now I'm going to go in with this light kind of brown shade here. It's called Naked 2, and I'm just going to lightly apply that in my crease. And this is kind of going to be, I guess, what you would call a transition shade. Just applying that all up in my crease and blending it out. I'm going in with this Morphe brush now just to completely blend it out, because honestly, I want it barely noticeable. See? Barely noticeable. Okay, so for today's eye look, I'm going to be using this Alamar Cosmetics palette. I got this from one of the boxycharm boxes, and the first color I'm going to be using is called Cocoa Taxi. I guess it's kind of like an orange shade. Kind of reminds me of macaroni and cheese just a little bit. And I'm just going to apply that all up in my crease, just like so. Now I'm going to pick up the shade that's right beside it, and this one is called Tropico, and it's kind of like a burnt orange shade. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm just going to apply this starting at my outer eyelid here, and then I'm going to bring it up and over. Now, I know this is looking a little messy, but I'm gonna work it all out, okay? So now I'm going to go in with a different blending brush and just blend this out. So now I'm going to take this sort of flat kind of brush. I love using this for my bottom lash line. This is called a smudge brush. It's from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be picking up some of that Tropico color. And I'm going to just smudge it on my bottom lash line. kind of like an eyeliner, you know. Why am I holding the palette up like this? You can put that down. Just slightly smudging it across, all the way from the outer to the inner. I'm also connecting it with all that eyeshadow that I just applied all up in my lid. So now just using my finger, I'm going to go in with this color up here. It's called Lacosta, I think. It's kind of like a shimmery champagne color, and I'm just going to pat that on my lid here, the bottom part of my eyelid. And then I'm just going to blend that out with this little brush here. And this is how I'm looking so far. America's Next Top Model. Okay, so I am done with eyeshadow, and I know it looks crazy right now, girl, but by the time I'm done with this makeup look, you're gonna say, girl, you look so good. I'm just playing. I'm gonna blend that out just a little bit more. So now I'm going to be using this liquid liner here. It is from Gerard Cosmetics. It's called the Eternal Eyeliner. And it's super black, and it's got a nice felt tip applicator. And I'm just going to start from the inner corner here, work my way out, and then I'm going to create a wing. But the first step I like to do, I feel like it makes it all a lot easier, is to just draw a line all the way across my eye before I even think about doing a cat eye. Every time I do eyeliner, I kind of do it different each time. It all depends on my mood, how I'm feeling, and what just seems easiest and quickest for me at the moment. And today I chose this technique. So I'm just drawing the line from one side to the other. And then I'm going to thicken it a little bit and just kind of straighten that line up. Okay. So you can see I've drawn a line from here all the way over. Kind of like a rainbow. No matter how many times I do a winged liner, I get nervous every time because you really never know how it's going to turn out. So I'm going to start from my bottom lash line here, and I'm going to start making my way up. Just creating a straight line going up kind of towards the end of my eyebrow. Now what I'm going to do is slowly connect this line to that wing. And I'm going to start up here and create like a triangle kind of. And then I'm going to fill that in. And then I'm going to work on just evening all that out. I think it's really scary to apply eyeliner on top of eyeshadow, because I mean, if you mess up, girl, then you end up messing up your eyeshadow. Now I'm going to continue working on this, working on the end of this wing here. Well, all right then, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. And seeing as that wing took me a good 20 minutes on camera, I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye off camera because I don't wanna waste your time. So my battery ended up dying after I finished this eye, so I went ahead and applied some mascara to spare you of that tragedy. And now I'm going to apply my Clinique lotion all over. So I haven't put any mascara on my bottom lashes yet because sometimes I like to wait until I'm done with my under eye concealer, so I'm gonna do that afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to be putting on some foundation. I am using my Caitlin brush. This brush is actually amazing, okay? I'm not even playing. And I'm going to be using this new foundation. I actually got this in a little sample pack months ago, and I was like, that is too small of a sample. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I ended up trying it, and I literally fell in love with it. First time trying it, I was like scraping the little sample pack out for days because it was amazing. So I went ahead and purchased some with my own money. Thank you. This is Tarte and it's Rainforest of the Sea. It is a water foundation and it also has SPF 15 sunscreen. And it is in the shade Light Neutral. So the bottle says shake well, so that's what I'm gonna do. The only thing I don't really like about this is it's got like a dropper. It's kind of strange, and then you kind of push this up at the top and it makes it come out, but to be honest with you, it's not really easy to do that. It's kind of like awkward. That's the only thing I don't like about this foundation. Yeah, that just doesn't work for me. I think they could have done something a little better than that to help you get it out of the bottle. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of this up with my brush. I'm gonna put some everywhere. And then I'm just going to brush this foundation all over. I am literally just in love with this foundation. I don't feel like the first time you apply it that it has literally the best coverage in the world, but it is buildable and it's super blendable, so you can go in with the second layer and it doesn't start to crust up, which I really like. I really just think it's an awesome foundation. So I'm just going to put this light layer first and then I'm going to go in with another layer. So I'm going in with my little second layer here for some extra coverage. So now I'm going to do a little color correcting because I got a few little red spots that need to be covered up a little bit better. So I'm gonna go in with some of this green color correcting stuff. Then I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I ended up buying another tube of this after I ran out of my first tube. And it's supposed to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. So now I'm just going to cover up these little issues with my little brush here. Just beating my face, y'all. Just beating my face, y'all. So now I'm going to go in with some bronzer and some blush, and this is from Gerard Cosmetics. This is called their Starlit palette. It's the Honeymoon palette, and we've got two blushes here and a bronzer. So I'm going to first pick up some of this bronzer and apply it on my face all over. Pick up a bigger brush here so I can really get it good all over. For blush, I'm going to actually mix the two blushes. This one is called Wifed Up and this one is called First Class. I love them both individually, but I really love them mixed together. I think it makes a really pretty color and it gives a real bronzed look. I'm just going to pat some of this blush down because, as always, I put too much. So I'm actually going to do my eyebrows off camera because I just feel like it's too time consuming. I'm going to be using two different products. This is kind of what I've been doing lately. I've been using the Anastasia Brow Pomade, which is kind of like a gel in the shade Blonde. And I'm also going to be using the Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to Go. I'm going to be using the darkest color here. I feel like it just gives more of a softer look right here in the front of my eyebrows. And then I mainly just use this like to define and shape and fill in like the rest. So I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I just finished my eyebrows and now I am going to go in with some powder to set my foundation and my concealer. I'm going to go in with the color correcting powder from e.l.f. and I'm just going to pat this all over. And just lightly set my makeup with that. For my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty baking powder. going to put a lot down there. I'm not really trying to bake, but I am going to put a tiny little amount, and I am going to let it sit there for a little bit as if I'm baking, and then wipe off any excess that may be there. And I'm just going to spread the rest of this product all over. So I still haven't done my bottom lashes yet because I am waiting until I'm done with my under eyes. But I'm gonna go in with a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna be using one from Gerard Cosmetics, and this is called Sophia, and it looks like this. I'm just going to pick up some of that product and apply it up here. And here. Boop. And a little bit up here. Boop, 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 boop. I'm also going to pick up some of that highlighter and put it under my eyebrow and kind of blend out that eyeshadow up there, because as you can see here, it's just a super harsh line. But when I apply the highlighter, it actually blends it all out and adds a little highlight. So it's a perfect technique. Because it's like a 2-for-1, you know? You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And it almost just kind of completes it and perfects it. I'm also going to add a little bit of this highlighter on the inner corner of my eye. So now I'm going to go get my It's a 10 hair products, and I'm going to be applying some of that to my hair. We're gonna blow dry it. I also need to dust off the excess powder and do these bottom lashes too. So I just applied my hair products, and if you want to know exactly what products I put in my hair, I actually have a whole video on that, so I'll link that down below so you'll know which products I put in my hair, which ones I use and love and all that fun stuff. So now that I've wiped away that excess powder, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. I'm going to start off by applying my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. So first I'm going to apply some of this Urban Decay Perversion mascara to my bottom lashes. I actually love this mascara for my bottom lashes. But, you know, I like to use an overabundance of everything, so I'm going to be going in with the second mascara, which is the Clarins Paris Super Volume Mascara. And I'm in desperate need of a new tube of this. It is one of my favoriteest mascaras, and I'm running out. So now my camera's battery is dying, so I'm actually going to charge my battery while I blow dry my hair. Anyways, before I start fixing my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face with my Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. This is actually in Cucumber. It smells amazing. It's so refreshing. Best setting spray ever. So I'm gonna spray that and let it work its magic. Now I'm going to do my hair. And I know some of y'all is gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna be using 2 different curling irons. Why, you ask? Because I like the 2 different curls that these 2 different curling irons make. And I feel like it just kind of gives my hair like some variety. So the 2 curling irons I'm gonna be using is this purple and black one from Hot Tools, which comes with one of my hairs included. And then I'm also going to be using the Curly Pops curling iron from Bedhead. So I'm going to just kind of do every other curl or every 2 curls, I don't know, I switch it up sometimes with both curling irons, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So this first curl I'm going to make is with the Curly Pop curling iron from Bedhead. This curling iron is amazing. I think if you have issues with your hair not ever curling, this curling iron will curl your hair. And you can actually do your hair 2 different ways on this, like 2 different directions, so kind of makes 2 different kind of curls. So it's pretty cool. So that was my first curl, and now I'm going to do the second curl. And I'm actually going to use it as a clampless. I'm just going to wrap my hair around the barrel with the clamp open. And there you go. So 2 different curls. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually do the next piece with this one also, and then I'm going to use the curly pops, and then I'm just going to alternate until I'm done curling my entire head. I'm gonna go in with this little comb here and kind of tease this underneath layer just to get some volume in my hair like that. I'm gonna flip that over and curl that part in a minute. So I'm done curling my hair now, and now I just have to shake it out a little bit and then style it. I'm going to actually give my curls some time to just cool off and chill. So for lips, I'm going to put a little foundation on first just to cover those pigmented lips up. And then I'm going to go in with my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the shade Nude. And their lip liner is so amazing, so creamy. It just feels like I'm rubbing butter on my lips or something. I'm gonna flip this hair a little bit and do a little teasing really quick. I have long hair, and I have a lot of it, but it's very naturally fine. Always has been, and just might always will be. And I'm totally okay with that. Just gotta learn how to work it, girl. So now I'm going to add some jewelry. I'm going to be wearing my favorite pair of earrings. I literally wear these every day of life. And this is my second pair I've ever owned of these, and I also have a pair that is even bigger than these, but I don't wear them too often. Boop, boop. I'm going to be putting on my diamond cross necklace that Alan got me. And you know what? I actually decided I'm not gonna put any clothes on. Like, I've got some pajama pants on right now and a tank top from Victoria's Secret. This is I'm with the Angels. I'm actually not going anywhere. I'm not gonna be leaving the apartment. So there's no point in actually putting clothes on right now unless Alan's on his way home or something. I like to just really sit in my pajamas when I'm just home alone. That's just me. I actually hate putting clothes on. I would prefer to live in a house coat or my jams all day because I like being comfortable, okay? One last finishing touch for this makeup look. I'm gonna be applying my Angel Cake. It is a lip product from Gerard Cosmetics, and it is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's actually called a Supreme Lip Cream. And now I am officially done, and the window is making me so mad right now because it's putting those little dots from the blinds all over me. But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope y'all enjoyed this Friday Get Ready With Me video where I just showed you how to do my hair and makeup for the day. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me some comments down below. I would love to hear from you. I'll see you next time. Bye.